So, good morning. Myself, Dr. Balasubramaniam, working as assistant professor in the Department of Zoology, Government First Grade College and PG Center, Chintamani. Students, today we are going to discuss about the poultry. So, in the poultry, the breeds of the fowls, particularly the indigenous breeds of fowls. So, this topic, it is belonging to the paper 3, and the topic subject is the zoology, and the subtopic is the chordates and economic zoology. Today we see about the poultry and the breeds of the poultry. See here we see desi varieties suitable for backyard farming. So what we observe here, this is the Kharaganath and the varieties Gagas and Basra. So these are the desi varieties. Now we see definition. What is poultry? The term poultry refers to the rearing and breeding of avian or birds species such as chicken, ducks, turkeys, geese, guinea fowls for the purpose of meat and eggs under controlled condition. So this poultry is a scientific method of rearing and breeding the fowls, particularly the chicken, the ducks, turkeys, geese, guinea fowls, see, for the purpose of meat and eggs. So as you know, the birds are the best converters of feed into animal protein compared to other livestock. See this statement, the poultry or the birds are the best converters of feed into animal proteins compared to the other livestock. So I mean to say, the birds metabolism is very high and the conversion rate is very high. So that means 1/3 is the conversion rate. 1/3 is the conversion rate in the sense that if a bird consumes 100 grams of seeds or to that matter any other food material, it converts 33 grams into the useful energy. So the efficiency rate is 1/3 on these terms. First point. Second point, the birds are good, are having high metabolic rate. So the body temperature is 42 degrees centigrades. So the metabolism of the birds is very high. And the birds are almost most active compared to the other animals. See, compared to the mammals or compared to the reptiles. The metabolism very high, the body temperature is very high, and the efficiency rate is very high. So for these reasons, so the birds are extensively used in the industry. Particularly, chicken is the most common poultry enterprise. So chickens alone occupy 90% of the total poultry. So chicken, so there are so many types of chicken, particularly what you call them as farm koli or broiler or some other names given to the chicken variety. Now when you talk about chicken, so there the birds are extensively utilized in the animal industry. See, what is meant by economic zoology? Now, what is meant by economic zoology? We are dealing with economic zoology. Now, economic zoology can be defined as the utilization of the animal resources. It is the utilization of the animal resources. So, utilization of the animal resources to increase the human wealth. So we use the animal resources to increase the human wealth. So in terms of wealth, so the human beings or the man, one or the other thing he's exploiting. The nature of the fundamental nature of the man is to exploit. So while exploiting, now this man uses the animals. Why he uses the animals? Basically to increase his wealth. So man has to increase his wealth. Now, during the process of increasing the man's wealth, he is exploiting the animal resources. So what is the definition or the terminology, or what is the economic zoology? See, economic zoology is the exploitation of the animal resources so as to increase the human wealth. So human wealth or human economy is increased by using the animal resources. Now for that topic, economic zoology, we have so many animals used particularly in the increase the wealth of the man. To give an examples, so there is apiculture, so use of the honeybees for the honey and pollination, and use of the sericulture, silkworms for the production of silk, and use of the prawns for the meat purpose, and use of the poultry is also another part of the economic zoology, and the other is the dairy, and other is the fisheries. So like so many aspects are there, so animals are involved, and man use these animals to increase his own wealth. So that is called the economic zoology. Further, now poultry means there is the what we call three types are there. Three types are there in poultry. First is the broiler variety. Broiler variety is the variety where it is also called table variety, where the birds are used for meat purpose. So for meat purpose, for flesh purpose, the birds are reared. So that is called the table variety or the broiler variety. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ವೈಟ್ ಲೆಗಾರ್ನ್ and Rhode Island and New Hampshire and our Giraja. So these are the table varieties. And there is the second variety is the layers. One is the broilers or table variety. Second one is the layers. Layers. So layers means these breeds are fowls used for the purpose of the laying the eggs. So therefore they are called layers. Layers means they lay the eggs. So layers, these breeds are used to rear, they are reared for the production of eggs. So this is another part. First part is the table variety or broiler. Second part is the table variety. Second part is the layers. The third part is the dual variety. So dual variety refers to rearing for both. That means rearing for the meat purpose and the egg purpose. So there is a dual varieties. So three parts are there in the poultry. Further classification. So breeds of fowls only. So the indigenous breeds of fowls and exotic breeds of fowls. So in this class we confined ourselves to the indigenous breeds of fowls. So these are the common country hen of India is known as Desi variety, which is the best mother for hatching. So that means they lay the eggs and they give incubation, and these eggs hatch out to the young ones. So these are the indigenous breeds. Indigenous breeds are the Desi breeds, are the native breeds. They are born in India and confined to India. So these are the indigenous or Desi breeds. Native breeds. See, other part is the exotic breeds. Exotic breeds means these are the foreign breeds, or these are imported from other countries. So these are the exotic breeds of fowls. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ some of the Indian fowls resembles the white leghorn, but have poor laying qualities. So to name some, so there are the exotic breeds are there. So like English class, the American class, and the Mediterranean class, etc. So these are the part of the exotic breeds, and we have the Desi breeds, or the indigenous breeds, or the native breeds. So we have the Chittagong, Asil, Kharaganath, Gagas, Basra are the 5 breeds of indigenous breeds in India. So Chittagong, Asil, Kharaganath, Gagas, Basra. In addition, so many are there. Just we confine to these 5 breeds which are there in Indian conditions, and they are native to India, and they are survive in Indian conditions excellently. So here, you see here the characteristics of each and one, everything, and see this. So many things are there here. So here, indigenous breeds of fowls. So the term Desi is used to include the native fowls exhibiting great variety in the shape, size, color, and feather features. So when you say Desi breed, this is not one bird, but there includes the many types of birds. Then they have various features, particularly the shape of the bird, and the size of the bird, and color of the bird, and feather features, and comb patterns, and feather colorations, and the stamina, and the what you call the adjusting powers, the climatic conditions, adjusting capacities, and one more is the disease resistant varieties. So likewise, there are so many features. Now, indigenous breeds of fowls. So these Desi varieties are the best mothers as a rule. That means they lay the eggs and sit on the birds, or the what you call the eggs, and makes them an ideal sitter. So therefore, she is also known to be very vigilant and good forager. So Desi breeds are vigilant, means they are active, and given conditions, the birds are so called aware of the given conditions, and they have the good adjusting power and good forager, good food collection. They collect the food materials. So you see one by one, indigenous breeds of fowls. So Asil is noted for its pugnacity. Pugnacity means aggression. The Asil variety is known for its aggression. The color of the breed is white or black. The hen is not good layers, but excellent sitters. So they lay this very less number of eggs, but they give good incubation. So excellent sitters. Asil breed is found almost in all states of India, but abundant in Andhra Pradesh. So it's the Desi breed in Andhra Pradesh. So known for its high stamina, high energy, high vigor, high power, high stamina, majestic gait. So majestic posture, dogged fighting qualities. So you see, that means this used in cockfight play. See, in the rural sides, they bet on these birds, and these 2 birds are allowed to fight by tying the knives to the legs, and they bet on the birds. So that's dogged, means they have very aggressive qualities. So cockfight play. So Asil variety is used in the cockfight play. So this is the features of the Asil. Next, Chittagong. Chittagong is the another breed largely found in Western Bengal. So Chittagong is the place in Bangladesh. So it is originate from Bangladesh. Chittagong is the place in Bangladesh and originated in Bangladesh, and adjacent to the Bangladesh is West Bengal. It is largely found in West Bengal. The plumage, the feather color varies from popular shade is a golden or light yellow color. golden or yellow light color. The beak is long and yellow in color. The eyes, the ear, lobes and wattles are small and red in color. They are good layers and also delicious. So these are the good table varieties. So this Chittagong has these features. The flesh is delicious or tasty, and of course the good layers. They lay good quality of the eggs. See, what is the normal average egg laying capacity of the exotic breeds? Exotic breeds they lay around 180 to 240 eggs per year. Exotic breeds lay 180 to 240 eggs per year. But our birds, native birds, they lay somewhere around 30 to 60 eggs per year. So this is our the egg laying capacity of the native breeds. So a lot of difference is there. Then other is the Kharaganath. So Kharaganath is the usually found in the Madhya Pradesh, and it's reared by the tribals of Madhya Pradesh. So a lot of people in Madhya Pradesh, in the tribal hilly regions, the people in Madhya Pradesh rear this variety, that's Kharaganath. See, Kharak means strong, Nath refer to the god. So strong, Kharaganath. So it is a fowl with the black flesh. Of course, a lot of medicinal properties are there for these birds. So it's a fowl with the black flesh. It is abundant in Madhya Pradesh, bred by tribals, and the eggs are light brown in color, sometimes black also in color. The adult plumage varies from silver to golden, spangled to bluish black. The comb, the wattles and the tongue are purple in color. You see the bird, it's the somewhat mixture of brown to black color, and its flesh is of course tasty. And this breed nowadays is reared in the what you call the farms. Recently, the trend is that the Kharaganath is also reared in the farms in the large scale. So this is the variety Kharaganath. Lot of flesh is having a lot of medicinal properties, and the cost of the flesh is also very high, and the eggs cost is also very high. So this is the variety Kharaganath. Then the Basra, this is the another variety. This Basra bred characterized by its white plumage with black feathers on neck and black and back and tail. So indigenous breeds of fowls, Basra. This is a small to medium sized bird found in some parts of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So they are light feathered with wide variations in body color. So this is the variety, Basra variety, small to medium sized bird found in Gujarat and Maharashtra, and also even some parts of Karnataka also. They found light feathers with the wide variations in the body color. See this variety, of course, good table variety. See the tail feathers and which is black in color, and the comb shape and rattles and beak, and the feather coloration white in color. Last variety is the Gagas variety. So this is the fifth variety of indigenous breeds of fowls, Gagas. It is the peculiar bird resembling Favoroli in appearance. So Favoroli is the one of the bird in a foreign country in appearance, but having feathers on the legs. It is a big but hardy breed found in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. So big, the size of the bird is comparatively larger, and hardy means the flesh is hard. Found in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Gagas is a good table variety. The hen is a fair layer, a good sitter, and a real mother. Real mother in the sense, so it is the having good incubation properties, and also it able to fight against the enemies. So a lot of parent care is involved in this breed. That's the Gagas breed. Finally, this is another just additional information. So Giraja, it is a breed of chicken developed by Karnataka Veterinary and Animal and Fishery Sciences, University of Bengaluru. So Agriculture Sciences, US, University of Agriculture Sciences, GKVK, has discovered or invented this Giraja. Giraja females lay a large number of eggs, 130 to 150 eggs per year. So our Desi breeds 30 to 60 eggs per year. Our foreign breeds 180 to 240 eggs per year. But it seems somewhere in the middle, 130 to 150 eggs per year, with each egg weighing 52 to 55 grams. The eggs have good hatchability, 80 to 85%, enable the farmers to raise their own stock. Their shells are brown in color and thicker than the other commercial eggs and resist breaking. The birds exhibit better growth compared to local varieties and suited for mixed and backyard farming. So that means this Giraja females have some properties. What are the properties of Giraja? When you summarize that one, so there are big in size, good size of the eggs are there, better adjusting capacity, and usually can be reared in the backyard and farming. And when you compare this Giraja to our Desi breeds, so it's better to rear Giraja because of the high egg laying capacity, and it's a crossbreed. See, Dr. Satish, Assistant Director, Karnataka Cooperative Poultry Federation, Mysuru District, said Giraja breed was hybrid developed from pure lines, exotic breeds, crossed to have desirable traits that resemble the Desi breeds. You see this Giraja, the size is bigger compared to the Desi breeds. The eggs are larger and well adjusted to the local climatic conditions, resistant to diseases. And it is economical to rear this type of breed. Particularly, the income of the farmers can be increased. So, in the nutshell, so these breeds, what the Desi breeds, they raised as a free-range birds and can be fed in the local available materials. So, there are good scavengers, feed on variety of insects, green foliage. They can also be fed with the farm and kitchen wastes. Our Desi varieties can be bred with the normal kitchen waste or seeds. And these birds are resistant to the many diseases, particularly the ranicate Newcastle disease, which is highly contagious and highly fatal viral disease caused by paroxysmal virus. So this is the what we call the references. So Economic Zoology by Shukla and Upadhyaya, Economic Zoology by Reena and Mathur, and Vertebrates. So we have some topics in the vertebrates by R.L. Kotpa. So thank you for listening this first session of Poultry. Thank you.